find out how can you make it meaningful? How can you make it purposeful? How can you make it stick? I don't believe in the word procrastination. Like, I don't really believe in that word. I told a young lady in Australia who told me she was a procrastinator. I said, look, if I told you to meet me here tomorrow at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna give you $3 million, where would you be? She said, I'll be right there at 4:59, ready to get that $3 million. And I said, so then there's no such thing as procrastination. What it is it's not important to you. It's not meaningful to you. It's not something that's urgent to you. And when something is not urgent, you put it off. So yep, you're in school, yes, you probably are getting grades, etc. But if it's not meaningful to you, if it's not important to you, then you're not gonna make it a priority. So what you have to do is find out, how can you make it meaningful? How can you make it purposeful? How can you make it stick? And when you can find that out, I promise you, you'll get up early, you'll get there first, and you'll do whatever it takes to make that goal a reality. So for me, no such thing as procrastination. It's a such thing as it's not a priority to you.
While you're trying to become successful, you're going to come into some scary obstacles that you've never felt before. You're going to be stuck in situations and where you don't know how to handle them because you're so out of your comfort zone and you're so scared and you don't know how to function. And the single-handed best way to get over that would be by going out and just getting uncomfortable and attacking your fears head on with the utmost confidence. Things that scare you are incredibly challenging to do, but once you do them and you look back and you discover how exciting that was for you, and you get to see how much you grew from that experience because it was something that you had to grow from. There's no way that you could go into that and not accomplish your fear and not grow. Every time you do something that makes you uncomfortable, you grow and you learn from that experience because it's something that you've never accomplished or never achieved because you don't know what it feels like, and that's what makes you scared. The fear of the unknown and not knowing what's going to happen if this happens or that happens. It's incredibly challenging in order to figure out how to get over fear. But the best way to do it is just attack it head on with the utmost confidence and truly believe in yourself, knowing that you are capable to do whatever it is that you want to do, and you can do anything no matter who tells you what. If people are telling you what you're trying to do is dumb or stupid, or you're not going to be able to do it, or you're not good enough, use them as motivation and excite your soul.
Drop out. Mom got pregnant with me at 17, didn't really start talking to my father until I was 30. I mean, the whole nine. Homeless, sleeping in abandoned buildings. And my guy, CJ, man, we built this company from, I don't know if we had 50 cents, no cents, I don't know. It was so funny. Like, we would go to these major cities, and these guys that I was with, like, they were like, you know, theology majors, and they would like speak at these different places, and I wasn't good enough. I think for me, because, you know, somebody had spoken to me when I was about 17 years old, and they literally saw this. Like, when I was 17, sleeping in abandoned buildings, not taking showers, eating out of trash cans, they were like, yo, you got something. And I was like, well, what is that? Yo, you can do it. So he helped me to get my GED, sent me out to college, and it was just unbelievable. He helped me get my GED, sent me 780 miles away from Detroit. I just got in a new environment in college, and once I got there, I was just like, I was so grateful that I had to pay it forward. So I was like, yo, what this guy did for me, I've got to do unto others. And that's what I've been doing, just speaking life into people who just don't believe that they can do it. You know, my turning point was the ability to connect with people, you know, in a way that was, you know, unusual. And it just seems like when you've been there, you know, people from all walks of life, one day you're going to want options. One day you're not going to be a teenager. And education, it's impossible. So what I do that a lot of people don't do is I give them a why. What's the reason? Why do you wake up? Why do you study? Why do you do English? Why do you do math? And when they're able to see, ooh, English isn't about English, but it's about my future, when they can make that connection and they can begin with the end in mind. You know, we all have disappointments, but for me, at the end of pain should be a reward. Like, why would you go through all of the hurt? Oh, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Like, there are people who want to live like me, but they don't want to work like me. So I tell people, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then and only then will you be successful. Listen to me, all men are created equal. Some work hard in preseason. When I went to college, most of them are not doing what I'm doing. Why? Because it's not about where you come from. It's about heart. You come to a place where, you know, being smart ain't enough. You gotta have heart. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Some of you focus until the phone ring, and then you like, I gotta answer it. If I don't answer the phone, I'm gonna die. I'm saying to you today that there are some of you, if you give up your cell phone, you would be successful.
but your cell phone is more important to you than your success. Some of you need to give up your cell phone because the time you spend on your cell phone could be used for your success. The time you could be using to be successful, you're using it on the cell. And the cell phone is not bringing you nothing but a bill. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could be. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good in writing because you have never written before. But I dare you to fail in writing for a whole year to see if you can get to the end. I dare you to fail. I dare you to take that same class over and over again. I dare you to stop dropping classes like you soft.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comments section below.